Okay, video 27. Religious cult leaders. They make themselves out to be the man of God or the prophet, or some of them would even say they are the second coming of Christ. A lot of these religious cult leaders, they have this sort of magnificence about them, as if they're superhuman, and people are looking for that. People are looking for the perfect person that makes all the right decisions, that has the perfect plan, whether it's a cult leader or a politician or a chatbot, an AI chatbot kind of thing. But of course, one of the paradoxes of real life is that you make what seems to be a good decision and it doesn't work out. Yeah, it fails. Somebody else could make the exact same decision or start the exact same project, and it's almost there's an invisible hand. Two people do the exact same things and they get completely different results. So we're looking, I remember when I got recruited into a cult, they really hyped it up. This is God's movement, to imply, this was the latest thing. This was from God. And of course it wasn't, but people who believe that a particular group is chosen by God are delusional. They're delusional. But it's easy to fall under that spell or that delusion, because normal life is you make decisions, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. So people are looking for the fantasy. And cults are very good at creating this fantasy ideology that if only they ruled the world, whether it's political or religious or whatever. But religion has had thousands of years and achieved nothing. Science, on the other hand, is continually making progress. And where it's wrong, it moves on. Where it's right, it improves. So, you could say the cult of science. People are talking about AI and, it has all the answers. Does it? Does it? I don't think so. But one of the things I think back to with the cult was the sort of presence these cult leaders had. Not just the top leaders, but this leader in general, as if they are a superior human who makes superior decisions, and you should be so honoured to be in their presence and so privileged for them to tell you what to do. And it's just not real. It's just not real. I think back to, ICOC cult with Kit McKean in Kit McKean days. They were going to save the world, and it all fell apart, and it was the leaders' faults. So there you go. What happened to saving the world? Kit McKean made Cult 2.0. That failed. Then Kit McKean made the latest one, Restored Church Worldwide, that again isn't going to work. But people fall into this fantasy of making the world a better place, getting people off drinking drugs or immorality, and that they're the ones who are going to make the world perfect. And you can understand why people chase that illusion. And that's all it is an illusion. It bears no reality, because of course there's so many people trying to rule the world with their cults or their politics or whatever. So it's all hype. Back in the 80s and 90s, we're going to be on Mars by 2020. What happened? They hype up their technology or their politics or their religion, and it always fails. It always fails. God's man isn't God's man. He's a complete hypocrite. The guru sounds like they know what they're on about, but they're absolutely bloody clueless. and making it up as they go along. And this applies in every area where somebody can think they're better than they are, which is most areas. So the amazing visionary, and whose fault is it? Of course, it's not their fault. It's your fault for not working hard enough, but you didn't get paid anyway. That's the one. They got paid, but they failed. But their failure doesn't mean they get fired, because they're the cult leader, and it's all from God. So when it comes to decision making, I think sometimes people realise, well, I make decisions and I fail, but so does everybody else. Yeah, so does everybody. They don't tell you their failures. They only tell you, again, because of hype and narcissistic feed, they only tell you when they got it right. And the fact is, with these type of groups, most people leave. Yeah, because the members realise, well, you're never going to be good enough. You're never going to work hard enough or do enough to achieve this fantasy ideology. So why even bloody bother in the first place? Why most people quit and most people leave cults, because they know it's just a delusional fantasy.